How do disparate treatment and impact differ for EEO? Imagine walking into a workplace where some employees are treated differently not because of their skills or performance, but because of who they are. That's what the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission looks into when handling discrimination claims. Today, we're going to break down how the two main types of discrimination claims, disparate treatment and disparate impact, differ from each other. Understanding these differences can help you decide how to approach a complaint or how an employer should review their policies. Disparate treatment is clear-cut. It happens when an employer intentionally treats someone unfairly because of protected characteristics like race, gender, age, or religion. For example, if a manager refuses to promote a qualified woman because of her gender, that's direct and deliberate discrimination. To prove this kind of discrimination in an EEO complaint, the person filing must show they were treated differently than others outside their protected class, and that the treatment was intentional. This means providing evidence that the employer's actions were purposeful, like explicit statements or patterns of behavior. Disparate impact is quite different. It involves policies or practices that seem neutral but end up unfairly affecting certain groups. For instance, a company might requiring all applicants to pass a physical fitness test. If this test unintentionally screens out more women or older workers, it could be a case of disparate impact. Here, the discrimination isn't intentional. The person filing an EEO complaint needs to show that the policy causes a significant adverse effect on a protected group. Once that's established, the employer must prove that the policy is necessary for the job and that there's no less restrictive way to achieve the same goal. From the EEO's point of view, the key difference is the intent behind the discrimination. Disparate treatment involves clear intent to discriminate, while disparate impact focuses on the effect of a neutral policy. When it comes to proof, the person filing a complaint must show intentional discrimination for treatment claims. For impact claims, they only need to demonstrate the adverse effect, and the employer then has to justify the policy's necessity. In practice, employers should review their policies regularly to prevent unintentional discrimination. They should ensure that their rules don't disproportionately harm protected groups without good reason. When someone files an EEO complaint, understanding whether it's based on intentional unfair treatment or an unfair policy helps guide the investigation. Recent trends show the EEO is focusing more on claims of direct discrimination, but both types remain as important in enforcing fair workplace practices. So, to sum up, the main difference is that disparate treatment is about intentional unfair actions, while disparate impact involves policies that unintentionally cause harm. Both are vital tools in fighting workplace discrimination and making sure everyone has an equal shot at employment opportunities.